What's up, Big Ham? We got some special uninvited guests. We got the cadets, aka Rams, in the building. We got my man ID,
What's good, Hamtown?
and we got my man Adept.
What up, Framingham?
Yeah, I was up on your MySpace page and checked your bio, and it says you started rapping at the age of 13.
Yeah, yeah.
Who was your influences when you started rapping?
Basically, I was watching a lot of, TV, music videos, and one of the first music videos that really I was like, whoa, was Nas and Street Dreams, and I was just like, what's going on? And that's the first time that I was like, I want to start rapping. So
The one where he's in the pink suit?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Turquoise and all
Yeah.
that. For what got me into hip hop,
Yeah.
I was like 9 years old, and my best friend at the time, Anthony Campbell, he used to play albums over the phone for me, and my mother, like she never used to let me like listen to that kind of shit, so he would play it over the phones, and I was like, oh, that shit's kind of sick. I remember the first track he actually ever played was Brooklyn's Finest, Jay-Z and Biggie.
Oh, okay.
And at first I just liked the sound of the beat and stuff like that. He's like, why don't you try kicking a rhyme? And just started rhyming after that. Like,
So how'd your mother feel when she found out you're rapping? Did she
yo,
know you rapping?
she hated it at first. She hated it, and then after a while, I started building a little rap in the high school, and kids used to just come up to her and say, "Oh, your son can rap, like he could spit." And eventually, she had to kind of respect it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, real quick. Shout out to my boy Johnny B. He also helped get me into rap with all the DJing and stuff first, and then eventually, built into rapping.
So you was a DJ first?
I wasn't exactly a DJ, but like that's kind of the parts of the culture that I was surrounded with at the time. It was more like DJing and breakdancing, what people were into, and that kind of led into the rapping.
Okay, so explain the Rams. What's that? Why'd you guys pick that name?
well, the Rams actually stands for Rhyme and Metaphor Supremacy.
Okay.
It's a name that I think most of the credit goes to our third member who's not here.
$sign Jones.
S.
Jones.
He came up with the name, and it's basically just to say, our rhymes are superior to yours. You know what I mean?
That's right. And then where does cadets and tap out and all that come into play with you guys?
Want to explain that?
Basically, I met my man King Arthur through S. Jones, and after we started kicking it, rolling through Edgar's crib for a while, kicking rhymes, realized
Who?
we were all King Arthur. I'm sorry,
King Arthur, yeah.
my man Edgar, aka King Arthur. We started kicking rhymes there, and we realized that we were all kind of on the same tip, kind of into the same shit, same kind of rhyme flows and stuff like that. Figured why not combine forces and.
Yeah, he was telling me about that. He said you guys were like the Killer Army to his Wu-Tang. Is that true?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
you,
but
were you the one that
I'm
said
Killer
that?
Sin. I'm Killer Sin.
Killer Sin?
Yeah.
Or then who's the ninth prince here?
I don't know.
All right, so what else? So what project? What projects are you guys working with right now so people could hear it? Like,
When I went to UMass Amherst for the past 4 years, and up there I met these two producers, Elemental Force and Billy Blaze, and we've been doing a lot of work with them. And while I was up at school, I put out 2 albums. One was the Adept Force, and the other one's the Blaze Files. And the Blaze Files was just recently put out, so I'm still trying to push that and everything. You can hit up my MySpace, myspace.com/Adept the Prophet, and a lot of the songs from the album and information on how to contact me and all that. If you want to hear it, it's all on the page. But
what I like about you guys is like a lot of rappers use big names and big acronyms to their words, and you guys actually live by it and stand by it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what was your feelings when you wrote that song Frontline? What made you write that?
Frontlines, it was just a lot of when I heard the beat. King Arthur showed me the beat, and it just spurred up a lot of emotions. And I was just thinking, I'm coming out of school, I'm just trying to get on my grind, and I just feel at the point where like the next step is kind of hard to get to. And right now I'm on the front lines because I feel like I gotta make it right now, and I feel a certain way. I'm getting pulled down by all these other feelings, like I'm not signed, but I know eventually something can happen if I just stick on the front lines and just keep going forward. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what up with you? Like, what makes you want to write like certain? Because there's a lot of rappers that only battle MCs. That's all they can do is write a battle. From what I got from your page is you have diversity in your rhymes. Like, do you have diversity too, or you just strictly a battle
Well,
rapper?
for a while, my main tip was the battle rapping because that's kind of how I came up in high school was through battles, and then there was a while I was listening to like a lot of Cannabis and a lot of that kind of shit, so I was really into writing those kind of harsh battle rhymes. But now with this new album that I'm coming out with, now that I got like original production and stuff like that, I'm trying to give that versatility to show that I can. I mean, I could do things that's gonna appeal to this crowd, but at the same time, for the people who still want that raw battle MC, I got tracks on there that do the
Yeah,
same thing.
you
You know what I mean?
definitely, yeah. And so what's the next projects you got? What were you saying?
The album that's coming out is called True Live Hungry, produced by EF the Elemental, 10 tracks, and my boy Billy Blaze producing 10 of the other tracks. So.
And that's your project too? Or?
No, that's
just
his
me.
solo, and
What's your
basically
solo?
I'm still just pushing the Blaze files, but
You pushing that out right now on the internet, or are you out there in the streets doing guerrilla campaign?
both stuff.
Yeah, I
you know.
don't be seeing you. Man, you gotta hit the streets more, man. I don't be.
I'm
I'm
going
out there
to.
every day.
I'm making more copies.
I gotta see you. I gotta see your face
I'll
and
be
get
out
sick
there.
of it, man.
I'll be
Yeah,
out there.
it's good to know because a lot
I'm
of
sick
people
of
say
it.
they come out with albums on the internet,
Yeah.
but they just out on the internet only, and you never see any of the
feel you.
CDs anywhere.
Yeah, feel
I
you.
mean, you can bring them out through your book bag or your, the back of your trunk.
Backpacking.
Yeah, I see people do that, but it seems like a lot of MCs are just claiming they're coming out with albums only on the
Yeah,
internet.
I feel you on that. Yeah.
So like, it's good to see that you guys are actually pressing CDs out and putting them out. And you
I
guys,
definitely plan, especially for this new stuff coming out, because like I said, it's the first time in my life where I've had original production and dudes making ill beats for me that I can rap over to and not have to worry about rights and all that kind of stuff. And so I mean, I put my heart and soul in this. I've been writing this for like 5 months now. I've been working on it for a while, so I'm definitely gonna push this as hard as I
cool.
can.
You guys want to give any shout outs to anyone with a big ham or whatever?
King Arthur, Tap Out, $sign Jones, the Cadets,
The whole Cadets, Billy
Havoc
Blaze,
House, Billy Blaze, Elemental Force,
EF the Elemental.
everybody in Hamtown that's supporting.
I want to give a shout to everybody who's spitting it, who loves hip hop, not people who are doing it just because everyone else is doing it. Do it because this is what you're into and this is what you're made for.
Everybody who was rapping,
don't fake it.
in ciphers
That's
and
it.
everything.
All right, that's good. Thanks a lot. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out. Peace. Big ham.
Looks.